So we both applied to 21 artists and with separate applications. Mine was focusing on bringing rubbish in from the outside into the clean gallery space and using that to make some kind of artwork. And I was matched up with Paul, who had a similar idea.
Yeah, my proposal was focusing on the history of the surrealist game Exquisite Corpse, so a game which, you know, began in France with Duchamp, André Breton and Man Ray. They were supposedly the first ones who played the game, and you know, trying to carry on that history into modern forms of collective creativity, and that's how we kind of came together to create this.
Yeah, because I remember that when I was a kid, I used to play a game called Pitch Consequences, which is a kind of is derived from Exquisite Chords, which is where you draw a head, you fold it, and you draw it. I think that well, my thought was that a lot of people would really enjoy that return to playfulness and cutting up and putting stuff together. So that's what we thought people
would connect with.
Yeah.
But there's also, you know, ideas of appropriation inherent in that, and collage. You know, like collage is an artistic method, not just in terms of making one image, but like as a process, a transformative process. You know, and I think in your proposal there's this idea of a microcosm, this like
the idea that all of these materials are from London in either today or the last few weeks. So I think it almost shows the area in a really interesting way, because although we may think, oh, we're just cutting stuff up and putting it together randomly, I think subconsciously we did pick those for a reason, we did put them together for a reason, and then the next person who comes to it sees some kind of meaning and they add something to it, and it can totally change the context of it, because it adds stuff to it, and it's constantly transforming.
Yeah, even in a different manner, more ambiguous way, possibly, like people that are coming already have things within themselves that they want to, they're willing to like put out there, but they need other people's kind of interaction with the material and the space to kind of kickstart that. You know.
Yeah, like we haven't limited people to medium. We've got obviously the collage materials, the newspapers and flyers and takeaway menus, and also pens, paint, charcoal.
You name it.
Yeah, we've even got a bit over there. We've got a bit of 3D stuff actually sticking out of the paper, so it's almost not it's not limited to keeping it flat. We've got some stuff sticking out of it.
There's after the final exhibition, which is going to be amazing. So many amazing artists being invited. We're planning on expanding it, or just putting it on the street.
Yeah.
As another form, because there's almost like that direction of like coming in from the outside environment, like you said, the outside architecture.
Develop it inside and then go back outside.
And those movements are really interesting, like the kind of different meanings of outside and inside, you know, and what happens in between that space is really fascinating, especially in this like overtly mediated, well, what I believe to be like a hyper-mediated, hyper-saturated environment. You know, on the tube, you're kind of
bombarded by adverts, there's just words everywhere. It's nice to be the one who's in control for once, not just being you get to cuss up and go, oh, I hate that advert, I'm going to rip it up and put a silly face on it. You know,
nice. You know, YouTube is no longer free. You have an advertisement.
Oh, another thing will come along. It's a constant cycle, I think, between experimentation and commercialization. It's just there's always going to be, as soon as something becomes interesting, it becomes popular, and it goes background again. But what was I going to say?
But I think there's elements of collage and there's always going to be like a collective element in artistic practice. So that's, you know, that's the trend that's where I'm coming from. I'm interested in that. I think you also have like we're both interested in that. Quite deeply. So. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you.